interruption, or you can see this session as a part 2. If physical address is already there is a preamble, there is a 48-bit address and a data portion. Every packet, Ethernet packet, is having two parts, header part, data part. So 48-bit is available in the header portion of the Ethernet. Now if a physical address is available in every computer, why you need logical address, that is a IP address? The real question is that if something happens to your network card, what you will do? You will replace the network card. And if you replace the network card, and if your computer is a web server, how your web server will report to all many clients? For example, this network card of a Google computer is not working. So Google will replace network card. So Google cannot report to 80 million people's computers that my network card is not working. So it is a not good solution to create the packets on the internet by using only physical address. There should be independence. Web server should not inquire or should not transfer packet based only on physical address. Maybe nearest router or gateway can understand physical address of your computer. So majority traffic on the internet is available on the logical address. Now where we are getting the logical address? Logical address is not in the network card. So that must be in the operating system. So logical address is nothing but the IP address, and from where IP address is coming, that is the internet protocol. So total computer networking, which is nothing but the based on the TCP IP, transfer control protocol, and internet protocol, is a building block of total networking. Whatever internet you are enjoying, that all are coming through the packets of TCP. Application packets are encapsulated in a transport layer TCP, and then the TCP packets or segment you can see inside the IP packet, IP datagram. So this IP datagram is encapsulated in a physical layer. So you are aware that computer networking is nothing but the TCP layer programming. So this TCP layer is, there are 5 layers: application layer, transport layer, IP layer, that is networking layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So physical address is in the physical layer in computer network card, which is available on motherboard. Now I told you why physical address is not sufficient, because when we open the mailbox, we never see Gmail packet or Gmail account is visible in a Hotmail, or Hotmail account we are not able to open in a Gmail. Why this is intermixing is not possible? Because physical address and the logical address, they bind together, and one more mechanism of addressing the multitask applications is required. Why I am talking about multitasking? Because you take any example of the operating system, Linux or Fedora or Windows, we are opening so many windows. Even browser also, we are opening YouTube, we are simultaneously listening something news groups or various websites. So when multiple applications are there on application layer, logical address is not enough to identify these multiple applications. Logical address is identifying only the your computer. That is a mapping of physical address and logical address. It is in the hard disk, that is a part of operating system. So when you remove the hard disk, naturally your IP address will also go. You can configure IP address, that is the logical address, version 4 or version 6. We are talking about version 4, and there are 40 bytes in the header portion and the data portion. More bytes are there. So IP address are in a different classes: class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. Class A is more powerful because there are more network IDs, host IDs are more, network IDs are less, and when host IDs are more, 24 bits, you can attach 2 raised to 24 computers in the class A computer network. And that's why class A computer network is not much popular, because you can't afford 2 raised to 24 machines in a small companies. Even big companies also won't afford. So people move for the class B. In a class B there are 32 bit available, and out of 32 bit, 2 bits will go for the class definition, then the net ID bits are there and the host ID bits are there. So almost 16 bits are host IDs, and the remaining 16 bits used for the class definition, 2 bits, and remaining 14 bits for the network. Okay, so you can connect 2 raised to 16 computers in the class B. And third IP address is class C, which is the most popular because 8 bits are allocated for host ID, and the remaining bits, 24 bits for the net ID and the class definition, 3 bits for the class definitions. But we were discussing about multiple applications which are running on the computers and application layer, and these all multiple applications are communicating with the socket. What is this socket? We are forming the sockets by using the network ID, that is a network address, that is IP address, plus port address. So what is a port? Port is again logical communication. Number, it is a number. It is not serial port or parallel port. It is a number, and total values in the port 6 are 16 bit. So maximum ports are 2 raised to 16, that is 65,535. Out of the 65,000 ports, we can have some ports 1024. I am explaining why port addresses are required, and port is a 16-bit value. So theoretically 2 raised to 16 is all total ports available for programming. You can have that many applications, and port is classified in 3 types: well-known ports, ephemeral ports, that is temporary ports, and sellable ports, private ports. Some companies can purchase ports for their applications. Well-known ports are up to 1 to 1024, and 1025 to 5000 are private ports. Greater than 5000 are ephemeral ports, that is a temporary ports. So port is number, and when you open browser or tabs, even every tab of the browser is link up with some temporary ports. So port number and your IP address of computer, that is logical address, combines and make a socket, and socket is a main concept. We have various applications which are running on computers. Operating system becomes very complex. We are opening various tabs, and every tabs in the browser, it is having some port number. That port number is connected to the IP address, and then packet is generated on application layer, and it will go via socket communication. You can check various port numbers in Linux machine by certain commands, networking commands. On the Windows machine also you can check which port is connected to which machine. In firewalls and all, people are firewalls are closing the port numbers, are opening the port numbers. A good strategy is that you close all the ports and only open the required ports. 80 is a port number for HTTP, 440 for HTTPS, 21 is FTP. FTP is having two ports, data and control, and your 25 is SMTP. So whatever applications are there, that port mechanisms list is available in /etc/services. You can verify this. Thank you very much for the listening.